My name is Delia Webb. I'm a volunteer, beach cleaner and coordinator of the Cornish Plastic Pollution Coalition, and I'm also a volunteer marine medic with British Divers Marine Life Rescue Team. I always had a connection with nature because I grew up outdoors. We were, riding your bike, roller skating, building dens. We're on the wild north coast of Cornwall here. You see the impact of plastics pollution, microplastics, the larger pollution on a daily basis. You can't fail but miss it here. You go on any beach in Cornwall and you will encounter pollution of one type or another. It's here, it's now, and it's not in a faraway country. So in the glass jar we have lots of Lego pieces, and these are items from a container spill. There was a ship called the Tokyo Express that was travelling over to America, and she rounded Land's End in February of 1997 and got hit by a massive storm, and it was wild, and 62 of the containers fell off into the ocean, and one of them was full of Lego. That was 22 years ago, but we're still picking the Lego off the beaches today in Cornwall. In these two big jars we have some balloons that were picked up from beach cleans around Penzance and Marazion areas, and the balloon manufacturers tell you that balloons are 100% biodegradable. The balloons have been in the jars now for 2.5 years. They look exactly the same as the day we put them in the jar. They show no signs of degradation whatsoever. We wanted to test the claims of biodegradable glitter that is being marketed as environmentally friendly, degrades in 90 days, we're told. Coming up, in a couple of months' time to 12 months. So again, they show no signs of degradation. They're still shiny and glittery, which is no surprise because the plastic is coated with metal usually. It's remarkable that there isn't any legislation at the moment to protect words like biodegradable and compostable. So manufacturers are using those and retailers are using those, and people are buying items that they think are environmentally friendly and sustainable. In reality, they're not. And we really need more protection, especially on these new bioplastics that are coming in.
Well, my name's Adele, and I run a blog called Minimal Impact Curdo. I grew up in Surrey near London, so I didn't have any sort of environmental background, but I've always wanted to study marine biology. I also always advocate for going outside. There's so many benefits. It's really good for your mental health, and I personally definitely learn more when I'm out in nature than when I'm reading a screen, because I'm actually getting that connection and engaging with that nature. This is the compost that I use for all of my fruit and veg scraps. So instead of putting them into landfill, they come in here and they biodegrade and turn back into compost soil. So this is my one jar for a year challenge, and this was all of the things that would have gone to landfill in January this year, and a lot of it, some of it is actually from a few months ago, things that I have used and won't be repurchasing, but there are things in here that I haven't been able to avoid. So plastic water bottles, straws, disposable coffee cups and plastic carry bags, and those are the things that a lot of people use every day, and so I think that they're a really easy swap to do. There are loads of different alternatives out there. That is definitely one of the challenges, is sort of the expense of things. So I try and shop at my local farmers market where it's much cheaper, but obviously a lot of people don't have access to that.
My name is Patrick, and about 6 or 7 years ago, the vegetable stall, the only vegetable stall that was in Falmouth still, disappeared. I spent about 6 months complaining that there was nowhere to buy fresh veg in Falmouth. If you don't want to travel far, or maybe you haven't got transport. And I do have a main job, but my hobby is growing things, and I was kind of struggling to find places to sell it and just giving it to people. So I thought, I'm in a perfect position to have a veg stall in Falmouth. I grow a lot of succulents and other plants and vegetables and fruits. If I can grow things without plastic and I sell things that are still growing, it's probably more nutritious, it's fresh, so you're not compromising on anything, and it's not covered in plastic.
My name's Hannah. I'm the owner of Unwrap, which is Falmouth's zero waste shop. I originally studied at Falmouth University, which is how I found it, and I did English literature and writing, and I recently did a PGCE as well to be a primary school teacher. I came up with the idea of a shop that didn't have any plastic in it, and came home and discovered the only zero waste shop in the country. I went up to Totnes to look around and decided that that's what I really wanted to do. And I thought that Falmouth is my home and I love it, and I'd love to be able to bring that to the community here. And it was that real community vibe that I was really excited about, is providing a solution for our community, and to make sustainability accessible on the high street. Home, and I love it, and I'd love to be able to bring that to the community here.
So the main processes of the Energy Recovery Centre are, first of all, a truck will arrive at the weighbridge and we weigh that truck before it drives. It goes tips. So once the tips the they will
There's so much glass and stuff in there, isn't
up
there?
the waste, because what we need to do is get a nice even burn inside the furnace. We call it a calorific burn. So they will take a scoop of waste in the crane every sort of 20 minutes or so, and they will feed the hopper, and the hopper allows the waste to drop down.
So amazing. See it shake,
Like super.
If they're sat on top of the glass, we're meant to
What they do over there is they will pick out the metals.
Yeah, I reckon we're good.
And then it's graded, and what's left is
Come out and say nothing. Will they file that? Over Christmas or something?
I don't know about that.
Stop. See the pre-presses and that little yellow box thing? Oh yeah. That takes the gold. Got the compression of the nail.
separate.